Today in Soulful Sundays, I have the honor and pleasure to speak with the legendary Mr. BeBe Winans, 6 times Grammy winner. How you doing today,
I'm
sir?
good. How are you, sir?
All is well.
Thank you.
You are in Atlanta for a special occasion.
Yes. Today,
To-
the month of April has been on my mind for a while now, knowing that we would launch my musical that I've been writing for the last 9 years. And so it is very exciting and at the same time surreal.
yes. Where did the play come from? I mean, 10 years in the making.
10 years in the
Was
making.
that something that you had a vision, or did someone plant that
No,
vision?
it was a conversation I was having with a friend on a totally different subject, and in
Okay.
the middle of the conversation, she changed gears and said, "When you writing that musical about your family?" And,
Oh, wow.
And it's a movie and this and that, and then went right back into the conversation, and I was like, "This is weird."
Did you receive it when she said it?
I didn't until
Okay.
4 days later. I was out of the country, and I walked into my hotel room and I opened up my laptop, and like a faucet turned on.
It just
And I
flowed.
wrote the first draft of what's
Wow.
now Born for This.
Now, why Atlanta? Why pick Atlanta over Detroit or any other major market?
Well, Atlanta has always been a incredible audience,
Yes.
theatrical audience as
Yes.
well, and a music city. So a lot of musicals. You know, in writing this, I sat on Broadway and I learned a lot
Okay.
about theater, and so you have regional theaters that launch Broadway shows.
That's true.
And Atlanta the Alliance Theater is one of those places, and so it's being co-produced by the Alliance
Yes.
here in Atlanta, and then the Arena Stage in Washington, D.C. So we felt not only Atlanta because of the people here, but also the folks that work here at the Alliance. Incredible team, and so they have been a delight to help form this
wonderful.
project as well.
So we're Born for This, the BeBe Winans story. It opens on April 13th and it's running through May 15th.
May 15th, and then we open in D.C. July 1st through the 28th of August. And it is encouraging to me
Okay.
that no matter what how time lapse and how long you have to wait, God's promises are true.
That's
and
very
so
true.
if you don't get weary,
Was there any anxiety at any point, either at the beginning of the process of writing, during the process, and even to this
Yes.
very day where we stand right now?
Yes, about 2 years ago, another theater, was supposed to come in, and we were going to do this a year or so ago, and then it fell flat.
Okay.
Didn't get it discouraged.
Okay.
But at 54, I've learned a lot when it comes to life itself.
Right.
Nothing's promised to us, and
Amen.
as much as we believe that God should move on our time,
That's so funny.
He
But it's the
has
truth.
another time clock.
How was it then? Do you see yourself from your music career to where you are now? Was there any time that you see where you wanted to give up on something?
Yes, that's humanity.
Okay.
You get tired. This body that we live in,
Yeah.
it gets tired. I exercise a lot.
Right.
And no matter how much I exercise, which is every day, Monday through Saturday, when I get
Still
on
get
that,
weary.
I still get tired.
Get tired. You think the faith, at some point, that faith was what really helped you to grow, to be able to accept these changes and delays through this whole process?
I think my faith and my growth has prepared me to do big things like this.
Okay.
We hear about Moses
Yes.
at the Red Sea and all
Yes.
those things, but we don't count those other things that happened
In
before the
between.
Red Sea.
Yes.
And
Yes.
when you launch into the deep, there's deep water. That's what I've learned. And so as time goes on, you understand what it means to trust God.
That's right.
And to trust him for more than just this.
Right.
Trust him
That's
for
everything.
that. Trust him for this. And then he'll place some big things at you.
Yeah. I always tell people the story of Abraham. I've learned to love that story because if God would have given Abraham what he promised him when he promised it, he never would have made it to the mountaintop without any doubt.
And wouldn't have known God the way he
Knew
God
him.
after that
Exactly.
experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very true. What are you expecting for opening night? Any jitters?
No jitters, excitement. The excitement of having Jim Baker
Yes.
here,
That's
my
wonderful.
family
That's wonderful.
here, great friends from PTL are going to be here.
That's wonderful.
And various others, but just Jim himself is such a treat. We have remained friends. He became a father figure to us.
If I remember correctly, Jim and Tammy was really instrumental to what really brought you and CeCe together as the duet.
Yes, if it wasn't for Jim and Tammy, there'd be no BeBe and CeCe. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people, especially in the generation coming up, they have no idea about who Jim and Tammy Faye Baker is.
Exactly.
So this will be a great introduction to them about me
they
and my
were,
sister's journey and how they played a very intricate role in our lives and still do.
Wonderful. How true to life is this? The play?
This is 99%, 99.8 true. And what's so funny about that is my niece and nephew plays BeBe and CeCe.
And that's what I was going to ask you. How did you come about getting? I mean, how wonderful is that?
That's wonderful. At the same time, it's funny because through this process, they learned more about me and CeCe.
Wow.
And they had no idea some of the things that we...
So they just knew you
as
auntie
and uncle.
Gotcha.
So they had a chance to now experience the 17-year-old BeBe and the 15-year-old CeCe.
Cool.
And it's been incredible to watch their growth as performers.
That's wonderful. Through this, have you seen any growth, family growth between you and the nieces and nephew because they have been a part of this play?
Well, my niece and nephew, Juan and Joy.
Yes.
We've always been very close. My family is a very close-knit
family. Yes. Yeah.
So, when it comes to all my nieces and nephews, I'm close to all of them. There's others that call you more than the others.
I understand.
And Joy was definitely one of those who got on your nerves. She called you so much. But she's an incredible actress.
Wow. That's wonderful. We're talking with the incredible BeBe Winans for a play, Born